This video reflection is about the pattern of Wolong giant panda protected area in China and how climate change affects panda protected areas. There are 4 steps for Wolong giant panda protected area pattern: domestication and breeding, giving birth, the transition process of returning to wild, and returning to wild experimental. These 4 steps have been separately established into 4 areas so that tourists can actually see how these 4 steps work. The pattern for Wolong giant panda protected area is to amalgamate ecotourism with protection. Yes, panda is cute, but climate change is becoming a new factor influencing their habitats. Shen took Mingshan, a giant panda protected area in northwest China, as a case study. They investigated that climate changes will lead to nearly 16.3 losses of giant panda habitats, 11.4 of the remaining habitat fragments will be smaller than the extinction threshold area as the extent of fragmentation increases nearly 4-fold. They projected the projected fragmentation of giant panda habitat predicts 9% lower effectiveness inside the protected area network compared with that outside of the reserves. A 35% reduction would occur in future effectiveness of reserve networks. The main reason is that the climate change contributes to the shrinking of bamboo forests, which provide food to panda. According to the example of panda protected area in China, I think their experiences can provide inspirations to koala protected area in Australia. Sweeney and Love indicated that New South Wales is currently establishing the Great National Park and develop ecotourism. I think the ecotourism pattern of giant panda protected area is good to use for reference. I agree with Wolong pattern to establish giant panda protected areas. I think Australia can also adopt the pattern in Wolong for increasing the population of koala due to the increasing population of residential area. Dog attacks and vehicle crashing seriously threaten koala's population. If Australia government could establish a conservation area to breed koala and gradually training them to return to the wild properly, for example, training them to be aware of cars and dogs, this will help to increase koala's population and facilitate koala to adapt the environment well. Try to involve local residents to ecotourism development of koala because they could receive benefits during the process of participation. In my opinion, local residents can start their businesses such as motels, restaurants, and stalls to provide services to tourists. Additionally, according to show, the process of breeding koalas and training them to return to the wild to tourists has a key chain in the development of tourism. Tourists would be educated and realize the importance of protecting koala. Lastly, during the tutorial of our courses, we mainly shared ideas with each other in relation to koala protected areas and conservation. However, most of the students dedicated to deal with habitat fragmentation of protected areas, dog attacks, vehicle issues, and human population growth. However, I think climate change is also threatening koala protected areas because the forest of eucalypt, there is major food may decreasing due to the drought. Therefore, this issue should be considered as a factor in terms of future uncertainties.